Just go. Yeah, it's got all that.
Trolley Museum. Many of you just got off the Liberty Liner, I know, and this was actually a counterpart that ran on the same line, on the Route 100 line of the SEPTA system, and still operating today as that. But this car was built in 1931, and it's known as a bullet car trolley. Now, we didn't attain this speed or anywhere near close it, but this car would go 80 or 90 miles an hour in revenue service. And it was designed in a wind tunnel to get the most aerodynamic design, and that's why they nicknamed it the bullet car. Because if you look at the ends of the car when you get off, you'll notice it looks like it is shaped like a bullet on the ends. So this car actually saved the Philadelphia and Western from going bankrupt because it decreased the operating times, it decreased the power consumption because the car is built all of aluminum. It's a very lightweight car, but it could also attain speeds very rapidly and also slow down very quickly as well. The P&W had station stops every mile or two, so they needed a car that would suit that needs. We actually acquired the car in 1990 after it had run nearly 59 and a half years in revenue service. So it was one of the most successfully designed transit vehicles of all time. Show me a bus today that they run for 60 years in service every day carrying passengers. That just doesn't happen anymore. So the bullet car was, as I mentioned, one of the most revolutionary designed cars of all times. And right now, you're riding the only one left in the world that operates. So right here at the little old Rock Hill Trolley Museum has the only bullet car running anywhere. There was only 10 built. There's about 5 preserved in other museums, but they're all inoperable, unfortunately. So we are not a private trolley club in any way. If you find what we're doing here is interesting, or you perhaps would like to learn how to operate trolley cars, we invite you to join as a member and come out and volunteer, because that's how the museum gets things accomplished. We are all volunteers that work here. We come out on weekends to work on the cars, the track, the overhead, things like that. And then there's a whole other side of it, the administrative side, that does all the paperwork and things like that. So nobody joins the Trolley Museum to come out and push pencils and do paperwork. But if you find what we're doing is interesting, you want to learn how to build railroad track or maintain it, or actually run trolleys, perhaps you have a special skill that we could use in our shop restoration projects, we invite you to join as a member and come out and volunteer. You get benefits out of volunteering that you can't pay for, and one of them is actually getting to run trolleys. So, anyone have any questions at all? Okay, this is actually our Fall Spectacular weekend, so we're running more cars than we normally would. This car is actually a very special treat because we don't run it every day. So we're glad that you folks were able to get here. And I know you love this stuff.
Yes.
Yes. So, all right, if there are no other questions, what we do, the P&W was built as a single-ended line, so they got to Norristown or 69th Street. All of these seats will flip over, and you can do that and face the correct direction to go back.
Let's flip it now.